NarcsHateTheyLoveMe on Instagram. NarcsHateTheyLoveMe on YouTube. NarcsHateTheyLoveMe on TikTok. Y'all, I'm NHTLM. I'm NHTLM. I'm in a Facebook group on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Facebook. I said Facebook group on YouTube. Listen, I'm in a group on Facebook called Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. All right. I'm in a group called Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. All right. And I ain't really got nothing to talk about to y'all in particular. Just I'm gonna say this, man. I done seen some people in that group posting shit. Somebody posted today. Somebody that I've coached. Okay, I've had sessions with this person here, explaining my heart out, trying to make a disorder something that's not even orderly make sense. Right, in a way to where everybody can understand it, where this person could understand it. So when I saw this post today, it said narcissists come back because they realize that you're the only one that give a fuck about them, and that's simply not true. So to me, when I see the post, I'm sitting up there thinking, why would this person post this and it's not true? Why would this person post this and it's not true? You should know better. All right, you should know better, man. But listen, I'm gonna tell you why narcissists come back. They come back because you let them. Yes, they come back because you let them. They know that no matter what they do, no matter how bad they treat you, no matter how they talk to you, they can always come back to you. And that equates to control. Yeah. They're always in control because they can always come back. They always have the power to come back. All right. They also come back when they can't secure a supply. They come right back. See, they don't feel comfortable with leaving you hanging until they have somebody secured in your spot. Remember, everybody's placeholders. So when they can't find a supply, they come back. And it's your job to save them. And when you accept the Hoover, you enable them in operating in the disorder. All right, you enable them with operating in the disorder called NPD. But that's why they come back. They don't come back. If they came back because they realize you the only one that give a fuck about them, this would grant them some type of constitution of care. And we know narcs don't care. So that's a false, that's false. I saw somebody else say narcissism, they do have the ability to feel, but they can cut their emotions on and off. Anybody that can cut their emotions on and off, they have no ability to genuinely feel. Okay? That's not how love works. You can't cut love on and off. That's why I don't fuck with scientists. Let me tell y'all why I don't fuck with scientists. Let me just be real. Now, let me tell you, I do take heed to what some scientists say and what some psychologists say. I take heed to it, but I don't fuck with it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't fuck with it. Because, listen, my grandma was 88 when she died. My papa was 91 when he died. My papa was a World War II vet. Okay? My grandma raised 8 daughters, 8 girls, and 2 guys, 2 boys. So I had 8 aunts and 2 uncles. Right? And when I was growing up, I never heard nobody say that anybody, any of the children, any of them, with ADHD, ADD, DPD, NPD, any of that shit, Everybody acted like they had some goddamn sense. If you didn't, boy, they sure know how to act. Because to this day, ain't nobody none of that shit. I have about 30 first cousins just on my mom's side. Ain't nobody none of that shit. They wasn't taking medicines and things to stay stable in the mind. No, all they had, all my grandma used to have, is a switch and the Bible. That's all she had. That's all she needed. See, when we were coming up, right, me and my cousins, it would be summers, lots of summers, you know, lots of days throughout the year to where we're always together, especially in the summer. It was day in and day out. We were always together at my grandma's house, all right? Because my mom and them, you know, they got together and they took care of the gardens and watered this, did work around the house, shit like that, right? When we would come from out of town and go to my grandma's house, they did shit like that, my mama and her sisters. And so when we would argue, you know, like me and my cousins or whoever argued or whatever, grandma would come outside and everybody would have to come in and she would make us read the Bible. We would have to read the Bible. And she had a long switch, y'all. It was about as tall as me. I'm 5 even. It was about as tall as me. So she kept a long switch, right? And it was flimsy. It was flimsy on the end. It would do this on the end. And when we would read that Bible, sometimes people would kind of laugh and snicker, what you call snicker. And what she would do, boy, say she's sitting on the couch and, you know, it's about 6 of us sitting on the couch. Right beside it be about 6 of us, you know. We little kids, so you fit a lot of us on that damn couch. About 6 of us on one couch. And she hear somebody snicker. I mean, a little bit of snicker. It ain't got to be that loud. It ain't got to be a laugh. She would take that switch sitting on her lap, and she would pick it up like this, and she would, wow. One hit, wow. And wrap everybody sitting on the couch. Yeah, that's how she used to do it. One hit, wow. I bet your ass got right. I bet you the whole couch get right. She even had that switch. I'm talking about it was long enough to reach across the room and hit whoever it is she was trying to hit. She would wrap whoever the hell she was trying to wrap. That's what she gonna touch. She can touch you sitting across the motherfucking room. And I'm seeing today, man, a lot of these parents, man, I gotta get on a lot of y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all have no consequences for your children. There's a lot of, especially these young folks my age, no consequences for the children. So when they come out and they come from under you and they don't have no conscience, because see, the conscience is what helps you see the consequences. That's what guides you to the consequences, whether it's good consequences or bad. That's what helps you think everything out before you do something. So they don't see no consequences, and mama ain't talked to them. Daddy ain't talked to them. Ain't nobody talked to them. So they come out, and they just think they can do whatever and get away with whatever. And then they can apologize, and it be empty apologies, and then they come out and do the same thing again because they don't see no consequences. Ain't nothing been instilled in them. They ain't been nurtured. I can remember doing something wrong, and not just my mama gonna get on my ass. I got my daddy on my ass. I got my aunts on my ass. Some of my cousins on my ass. So when I'm out here and I'm ready to make a decision, I can make the right decisions because I have that conscience instilled within me. I got mama voice in me. I got grandma voice in me. My aunts in me. See, it's cute when they little kids, but then when they grow up, And then they start, a lot of these kids, they start fighting their mama. Fighting. I'm talking about physically fist fighting, cussing. They out of control. Because mama never instilled nothing in them in the first place. Mama ain't put that foot down in the first place. I never fight my mama. And my daddy, grandma, aunts. None of that's even crossed my mind. Hell no. Not because I'm scared of them, I respect them. Right? So I'm seeing now excuses. What's the excuse? Oh, ADHD, so she can't sit still. Man, do you know what the fuck I would look like telling my grandma that, grandma, they say I'm ADHD, I can't sit still. Man, my grandma gonna look at me like I'm speaking French. Yeah, my grandma gonna look at me like I'm speaking French or fucking Spanish or something. That ain't gonna sound right to her. Yeah, that don't sound right to her. So now they got all these excuses because they don't want to discipline their kids. That's all that is. You don't want to discipline them. And then when they get old enough, they start disciplining you. Or you lose them early to God knows what. Who knows? Yeah, I tell my grandma, I'm bipolar. Man, my grandma ain't gonna, what in the hell is bipolar? Well, grandma, it's when they say, I go from one extreme to the other. I can get real hyper and manic and start doing reckless stuff, or I could get just down and depressed within a matter of minutes. Man, my grandma, man, you better sit your ass down and you gonna act like you got some goddamn sense around me. Yeah, I couldn't tell my grandma nothing like that. I can't tell my mama nothing like that. I couldn't tell my aunts nothing like that. They don't speak that. No, they don't speak this kind of language. This is excuses. And that's why I don't fuck with scientists. Because with that rod and that Bible, we ate together, we prayed together, we stayed together. It wasn't no manipulating and getting over and using and all this kind of shit. That's why I didn't know what narcissism, when I came in contact with it, I couldn't believe what it was. I thought everybody was like me. I thought everybody was like me. Honor thy mother, honor thy father. I'm thinking everybody doing this. Man, everybody doing something totally different now. It ain't no value out here. And because people don't value themselves, they don't know their worth. Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't tell my grandma nothing like what's going on. But yeah, grandmama, I'm narcissistic. But I don't have NPD, full-blown NPD. But my grandma don't want to hear none of that shit. My mama, man, when my grandma said something, on my pawpaw, one of my aunts, my mom, anybody said something, it was like God was speaking. Everybody shut down and listen up. People nowadays say, no, I don't want a gun in the house with my children. Man, Paul had how many cousins I said I thought y'all had? About 30 girls. First cousins. About 30 girls that were my first cousins. We was all raised around them guns. Them guns stayed on the wall. You could walk in my paw room, they still on the wall to this day. All his guns that he owned, they on the wall. We knew not to go in there and touch them guns. We knew not to fuck with them guns. We knew Paul didn't play. It was a certain level of respect. It's just some boundaries you just don't cross. I don't care what's wrong with you. I don't care what the doctor said. You ain't knew not to fuck with them guns. Whether he was there or away. Yeah, and I don't mean to get on people's parenting skills. Well, I do. I kind of do. Because that's what has this society. A lot of that is lack of parenting. That's why the society is like it is now. It's a lot of fatherless homes, broken children. Everybody chasing desires, looking for somebody to make them happy. Want to be with somebody to make them happy. Don't know, have a clue as to what a healthy relationship look like, because they haven't. You have to listen. That's nature. I know what it looked like because I done seen my mama and my daddy all my life. Still see them. But see, everybody didn't have that. What I thought I had that everybody else had, I now see that it's a luxury for me. Right? But I'm just saying, y'all. Young lady that put that up there, they come back because they realize you give a fuck about them. If you ain't a part of the solution, you a part of the problem. All right? I told you I ain't no empath. Y'all done told everybody I ain't no empath. Fuck an empath. And fuck a narcissist. And motherfuck all the victims. Okay? Got it? Get it? Good. I'm NHTLM. I leave you with peace. I leave you with love. And you have all the power in the world. All right? Take care. Love you.